Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you've ever looked at your web browser and felt like you were staring into a digital hurricane, you are in exactly the right place. Today we are going to dive into some game-changing Chrome extensions that are designed to work with your beautifully chaotic ADHD brain, not against it.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. While all the productivity gurus are out there telling us to just focus, we know it is never, ever that simple. Is it? So, this isn't some random number. This is my browser, right now. This is my current reality, and somehow, my computer hasn't exploded yet. This whole explainer comes from that exact place of, let's call it, organized chaos.
Okay, let's get right into this, because this is the absolute core of the problem. It's not you, it's the tools. Most productivity advice out there, it's built for a neurotypical operating system, and let's be honest, that is just not how we're wired.
This right here really hits the nail on the head. They assume we're going to remember to use some new, fancy tool every day. The reality? We forget it even exists 10 minutes after we install it. They think we want to eliminate all distractions. We know that sometimes we need 17 different systems for 17 different moods we might have in a single day.
So first up, let's tackle the biggest monster in the room, the tabs. Because for us, closing a tab can feel like literally throwing away a brilliant idea you might never ever have again. These tools, they get that. First up is the tab hoarder's absolute best friend. And I'm serious, if you only install one tool from this entire list, make it this one. It's called OneTab. And this shows you just how powerful it is. You see that storm of 94 tabs? With one single click, poof! OneTab collapses all of them into a simple, elegant list on a single page. All the chaos is gone, but all the ideas are saved. So here's the win. You get to keep all those tabs, but your computer stops making that sound like it's about to take off. You won't lose that article about medieval CAD paintings that sparked your 3 a.m. business idea. You can just bring it back later. My advice? Pin this extension to your browser immediately. You'll be clicking it all the time.
So all my tabs are safe, just hibernating?
Exactly. They're just sleeping, waiting for you to need them again. Which, brings us perfectly to our next tool, Tab Wrangler. Think of this one as your silent helper, just cleaning up in the background for you even when you completely forget it's there.
Its job is super simple. It just gently closes tabs that you haven't looked at for a while. You can set the timer. I'd say start with 30 minutes, to account for those deep research spirals. The best part is, it works even when we don't remember to. The biggest win here is that it is totally automated. It reduces your mental load and gives your computer's fan a much-needed vacation. And don't worry, it keeps a list of everything it closed, so you can easily get back that one tab you suddenly realize you desperately need like 3 hours later. All right, so with our tabs somewhat under control, let's talk about actually creating a space for focus when we really, really need it most.
Okay, this tool is just genius because it understands the dopamine-seeking part of our brains. Forrest basically turns the super abstract idea of focusing into a tangible, rewarding game.
The whole idea is simple and honestly brilliant. You decide to focus for a certain amount of time, and it starts planting a little virtual tree. But if you give in to temptation and visit a blocked website like Twitter, that cute little tree, it withers and dies.
And it works! It's all about that immediate visual feedback and that little hit of dopamine you get for succeeding. The mix of seeing your forest grow and feeling just a little bit guilty about killing a tree is surprisingly powerful. My personal hack? Start small. Don't try for a 2-hour session on day one. Just build up from little 15-minute wins.
So, I'm guilted into focusing?
A little bit, yeah, but in the most productive and visually pleasing way possible. Think of it as positive pressure. All right, next up, let's talk about our memory, or, the lack thereof. These next tools act like an external hard drive for our brain, capturing those fleeting thoughts before they just disappear. This tool is the official cure for what I call the "I'll read this later" syndrome. We all know that bookmarking something for later is just a beautiful lie we tell ourselves, right? So, instead of leaving that tab open forever, one click saves the entire article, or a clean version of it, or even just a quick screenshot, and it puts it right into Evernote. You capture the idea the moment you find it. Its superpower is that it prioritizes capturing over organizing. Just get it saved. You can sort it all out later, or, let's be real, maybe never. At least it's not lost forever. And here's a crucial pro tip. Use the annotation feature to add a quick note about why you saved it, because trust me, in a week, future you will have absolutely no idea. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Seeing all these cool tools, the temptation is to install all of them at once. And that is the classic ADHD trap. So stop, we're not going to do that. Here is a simple, manageable plan.
We're going to do this week by week, nice and easy. Week 1, just tackle the tabs with one tab and Tab Wrangler. That's it. Week 2, add a focus tool. We talked about force, but stay focused is another great one. Just pick one, not both. Week 3 is for memory support. So install the Evernote Web Clipper and a password manager like LastPass. The key is to add things slowly so they actually become habits, not just more digital clutter.
And these are the guiding principles to make it all stick. Rule 1. If you haven't used a new extension in 3 days, get rid of it. It's just clutter. Always prioritize tools that are visual and automated, because we will forget to do things manually. And here's a big one. Set up and configure these tools when you're in a hyper-focus mood, not when you're already feeling scattered and chaotic.
And really, this is the whole philosophy. Your brain isn't broken, it's just running on a different operating system. The solution isn't to force it into some neurotypical box, but to give it the right equipment it needs to thrive. Look, the goal was never to become neurotypical. It's to become a more effective, less stressed version of your beautifully chaotic self. These tools are just the start of equipping your browser and your brain for success on your own terms. If you love this explainer, please share it, make sure you click like, and subscribe to our channel.